Hi guys, once you've figured out how to navigate through MyFitnessPal with the video that I've sent you before this, the next thing would be looking at the meal plan that I've given you and seeing it in a format as is shown here and how it's working towards your total calorie range, and it's got your total carbs, total fats, and total proteins. So I've just done an example here. So this is what you'll be given when you start. You'll be given a non-weight training day nutritional plan to stick to, which is calories there, carbs, fats, and proteins, and then your weight training day calories to stick to. You can see both calorie ranges are the same. Now this is just to keep things simple. So you know for both days, so really for 7 days a week, you need to be hitting, as an example here, 220 grams of protein. So same amount of protein per day. Now as time goes on throughout the 12 weeks, the calorie ranges per days will change. But at the minute, both of these are in a deficit, and if you stick to everything I give you, you'll be hitting a big deficit every day. So the key here, and obviously the plans I give you, so for example this person here, this is a non-weight training day by the looks of things, so the figures here roughly match up with the figures here. Now you can see they're not perfect, okay, but that doesn't matter, because what we're doing, we're getting as close as we can to that, to the calorie range, to the protein amount, to the fats, and to the carbohydrates. It doesn't have to be exact, it doesn't have to be spot on, but what we're doing, which is the main thing, which you guys probably haven't done before, is track it, okay, and track it, and so we know what we're doing, so it can log, so we can look back at it, we can look back at what worked, what hasn't worked well, and then we can make sure that what we do in the future is more specific to you. So what I want to kind of get through to you guys today is that you don't always have to stick to that number full on. You don't have to stick to that number full on, that number, or that number. It just has to be in and around those amounts. The main thing, like I've always said, and like I've said on previous videos, is the protein amount. We need to be getting the protein amount that I stipulate for you, okay? So you can see that's a day there. So I've added in all these foods like I've shown you in the previous videos, and I've had to play around, so I've put amounts in. So for example, with the sweet potato, initially I put 350 grams of sweet potato in, but then obviously the carbohydrate amount went over, so I had to pull back on the carbs. So literally guys, just go in here straight away, put the foods in, put the amounts you think you need, if you want to do a different day of eating from the ones I've given you, and then if the amounts are over from a calorie perspective or from a, let's say, carbohydrate perspective, just go in and just lower the amounts. Okay, it's fairly simple. So that is Sunday the 2nd of June, which was a non-weight training day. Now here we go for Monday. So Monday is a weight training day. Now ignore this goal here, okay, and in fact the goal that MyFitnessPal gives you from a calorie range, macro range, etc., just ignore it. This is specific to me, and obviously I'm going in here and planning your nutritional programs, and your calories and macros are totally different to mine, okay? So we look here, so I want to be hitting roughly the same calorie range. So you can see I've just gone over here, 30 calories, so that's not a biggie. My carb amount is 134, so I'm about 9 grams over. Well, I am 9 grams over with my carbs, so that's probably why the calories are over. Fats are 6 grams over. Now, fats are a bigger deal when you go over, because it's 9 grams per calorie with fats, where it's only 4 with carbohydrates and protein. So 6 calories over is going to be a bigger deal, obviously, than 6 calories over with carbohydrates and proteins from a calorie perspective. Protein is slightly under, okay, but that's still a good protein amount, so I'm happy with that. So slightly over there. So let's say if I wanted to drop it, okay, now the one thing I'd probably want to look at dropping, because it's a weight training day, is probably fats. So I look at the fatty foods on here. So coleslaw seems to be quite fatty. So literally I'll just go in here, click on that, and it's got 1 gram, servings of 1 gram. So I'll just change that to 100 grams, click save, go back up there. and then let's see what that's done. So that's brought the fat content down to 67. So yes, I'm around there. It's not affected the protein. It's I don't think it's affected the carbs too much. And then let's say I wanted to bring the carbs down even further. Then I could look at changing the honey, give a little bit less honey, do a little bit less oats and things like that for my post-workout. That would be a post-workout snack. Okay, but you can see I'm well within the calorie range, and that is pretty much bang on. That is pretty much hitting both days there. So you can see Sunday here, I'm under my calorie range, but again, that's not a problem. You're still getting plenty of calories on. You're still getting plenty of calories on board. You're hitting a good amount of protein, and you're tracking it, which, like I've said, is the main thing. So that's the non-weight training day covered. And then for the Monday, which is a weight training day, again, you're a bit more closer with the calories. Carbohydrates just a little bit over, fats 2 grams over, and then protein just suffers a little bit, but again, it's still a good amount of protein. So all in all, I would be happy with that, and I would be happy with you guys executing that for the next couple of weeks, and then seeing what happens. And like I said, it doesn't have to be bang on the numbers that I give you initially. So I hope this video has helped you guys. So you will be given these amounts. Okay, you will also be given example food days like the one similar to the ones I've shown you here. So for weight training days and non-weight training days, I don't expect you to stick to them day after day. I want you to be flexible with your eating, and also, you know, a big part of this 12 weeks, don't forget, is education and sustainability going forward. So you guys are going to have to go in here and sometimes plan your own food. But like I said, as long as it sticks to roughly these amounts and these macros, happy days. And the beauty with MyFitnessPal is it stores all your food, so you frequently use food. So literally, I've just gone in here today and it's taken me 5 minutes, because these are all frequently used foods that I have. And also you can save your meals as well and give them a name, upload a picture, etc. Okay, and also as well, the beauty of MyFitnessPal and PT Distinction is you can integrate both together, which I should have done a video for you on already, which will then obviously upload all the information onto PT Distinction, where I can easily access that and easily have a look, and so can you. And then when it comes to kind of weekly check-ins, we can look back at that, see what's going on, and obviously learn from kind of any results that don't happen, but then also we can realise what's working really well, and how to kick on and keep seeing changes, so we make sure throughout the 12 weeks we don't hit a plateau. So that's it, guys, for this video. And go and start logging your food, start planning your days, and any problems, like always, hit me up on the Facebook group or message me on PT Distinction.